23 years old. She was a housewife. I gained access to the home knowing that there was a motorcycle there for sale. So I went there during the daytime knowing she would be home. The husband would be at work. I had done a job there 2 months prior. And knowing that, I knew a lot about them, doing the job for them. I knocked on the front door, and she answered the door, and I said I came to see about the motorcycle for sale. I looked for signs of recognition. She didn't seem to recognize me. I had had a beard before and I was shaved, and she told me to step around back on the patio that was around there, and I walked around there, and she met me out there, and the back door was open, and she turned around, turned her back to me to take the cover off the motorcycle, and that's when I grabbed her. Well, I grabbed her from behind, and in my haste I dropped the knife that I had in my hand. I was going to use that as a scare tactic because it didn't fit my MO. I had convinced myself that as long as I don't harm this person, there's no real harm done. And so she backed against me, kicked back against me, and I fell. But I wouldn't let her go. I held on to her and I threw her down with me, and we fell through the back door into the living room. And that's when I got on top of her. I wrestled her down, put my hand over her mouth and told her not to scream, that I was going to let her up, but if she did scream, I'd kill her. I used fear as a weapon. I knew already that as long as she was afraid that I would kill her, even though I wouldn't, she would do what I told her to, and she did. And I then forced her into her bedroom. I raped her in the vagina 3 times, 3 different times. I raped her in the mouth with my penis once. I raped her in the anus with my finger once. And afterward, I asked her if she had a knife, and she said yes, and she was real scared at that point. I could see that she thought I was probably going to kill her. She had a child in the house, 18-month-old boy. I made her put him to bed prior to all of this in his bedroom, and he slept. I forced her in the kitchen, made her get out the butcher knife, and she handed it to me, and I said, no, it's not for me, that's for you. I want you to stab me with that knife. And I grabbed the blade and put the point of it right in my solar plexus, beneath my sternum. I said, I want you to push it real hard, and when I closed my eyes. And so she started crying, and she said that she couldn't do that, she couldn't kill me. It wasn't in her to kill someone. And then I got angry because I had planned on suicide that day. And I was angry because she wouldn't do it, and I didn't have the courage to do it myself. And so I screamed at her and I told her, well, you'd better do it, because if you don't, I'm going to use it on you. And I thought I could scare her into doing it. She still wouldn't do it. Her baby started crying. She left, went and got him, came back in the room, and then I broke down and cried. I was crying for myself. I was feeling sorry for me. I wasn't even thinking about her.